Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, one of the strengths of this Toronto Raptors team is its continuity. DeMar DeRozan said, it goes a long way. Everybody knows everybody's game. It's just second nature now. Sometimes chemistry can beat talent, and I think we have that chemistry, given they have seen a lot and grown a lot together.
That shared experience and corporate knowledge, so important, D.A. Thank you. And Clark, tonight we have an incredible matchup at the guard position. What do you think we'll see?
Well, both of these guys are outstanding scorers, and they get their own shot rather easily, so that'll be fun to watch. And not only can they get their own shot, but they're both good at creating for others as well. So I'll tell you what, this could be a doozy, Kevin. This could really be a lot of fun to watch.
Ready to go?
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Powell in at the 3. Count that one.
Gaining a lot of poise in this area. Towns will make the mid-range jumper if you give it to him now.
DeRozan dishes to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. Lowry has the open look. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Butler kicks to T. Towns the screen. Valanciunas grabs the board. And the Raptors with possession. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Powell. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And that one is off. Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Shot's good by Butler.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. There's the feed to Powell. Back to Ibaka. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Gibson. Back to Teague. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Towns, a screen on Valanciunas. A three-pointer. Wiggins. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will come the other way. There's the dish to Lowry. Over Teague. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one. Teague against Lowry. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Takes it off the glass.
How about the execution from Butler there? I love it. I mean, simply taking his time inside and getting the job done.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. He feeds it to Ibaka. Valanciunas with a screen on Butler. Shot off the screen. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wiggins kicks to T. Dishes to Towns. Over Valanciunas. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw this game. That's good from Gibson.
Taj Gibson is a solid role player, really one of the best we have. A good rebounder and defender with a soft touch from the mid-range and can score without having plays called for him.
Here's Ibaka. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Gibson. Wiggins dishes to T. Outside Butler. Towns a screen on DeRozan. Butler kicks to T. Just 4 to shoot. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Raptors trail by 5.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Now here's Teague following the miss by DeRozan. Kicks it out to Gibson. Back to Butler. A 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Butler's got 7. And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends them back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with. And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Nogueira's checked in for Valanciunas. Gibson the screen. Wiggins passes to Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors trail by 8. DeRozan on the wing. Nogueira dishes to DeRozan. Looking to end the run. Some solid defense from Butler.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Good work there as it goes.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, Clark, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves unveiled this new logo they're sporting this season. They felt it was time for an update, and you have to say it looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, most teams in the NBA want to mix their logo up every so often to keep it modern and up to date and fresh. The Wolves have a young group and felt it was the right time to re-examine the logo, and I can't argue with them. Sometimes a little change like that can pay big dividends.
Towns, no luck.
And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
Here's Powell. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Now here's Teague. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots. Another miss by Towns.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Lowry against T. The pass to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Just a great job there from T to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
Lowry against T. And DeRozan kicks to Nogueira. Pass to Powell. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Toronto working the ball around now. No good. Towns with the defensive effort.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now here's Powell. Covered by Wiggins. Lowry passes to Powell. Screened by Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Teague kicks to Gibson. Back to Teague. Gibson setting the pick for Teague. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors trail by 7. To the middle. And Ibaka kicks to DeRozan. Screened by Ibaka. Elbow shot. And he hits the jump shot.
DeMar DeRozan, one of the few players that can knock down a shot like that.
The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. It's stolen by Lowry. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go, all the way if he can.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Minnesota leading by 3. T kicks to Wiggins. He dishes it to Butler. Gibson with the screen on DeRozan. Back to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, how easy does Wiggins make the game look? I mean, in the flow, excellent stroke from distance. That's fun to watch.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Kevin, it's nice to see Lowry dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy watching him pass the ball because he's got a nice feel for when to get it to his guys for an open shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Zhang comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for Butler. And Jones subbed in for T.
One shot.
And more than ever, we see great passers at the 4 and 5 positions in the NBA. Clark, who do you think are some of the better big men passing in the league right now?
Well, there are a number of guys that fall into that category. I love Marc Gasol out of Memphis. I mean, this guy has a nice touch shooting it and passing the ball, good feel for the game. Blake Griffin, highly skilled as a passer, particularly facing the basket. Really makes it tough for the defense. Those two guys, Draymond Green, you'd have to throw into that group as well. Nice big man passer. I mean, even David West, although a role player, David can find open teammates as well as any big guy.
DeRozan. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Crawford. Minnesota leading by 6. Feeds it to Wiggins. Over Miles. And it's Wiggins missing. Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. DeRozan dishes to Lowry. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Jones, the pass to Aldridge. On the wing, Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Raptors trail by 3. DeRozan with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. There's a good screen from deep Miles. Here's Anunoby. Comes up empty down low.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy. He definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Zhang, a screen. Here's Aldrich. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, Aldridge is getting to the point in his career where he's developed a number of moves inside, and good play call there for him.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Raptors. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And you can live with those over the back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Well, you still got to know the situation and be aware. I mean, he wasn't getting to that ball. Best to not get out of control and pick up that foul.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here is Aldridge. He kicks to Crawford. Stolen by Miles. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. Count it. Good. Lowry's got 12 in the game.
And, you know, Kevin, I don't think there's any doubt that Lowry is a shoot-first point guard. I mean, a guy who is constantly on the attack and looking to score the ball when he can.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling, flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
Wiggins and Jang at the small forward and power forward spots. Jones is out there with Crawford, and it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Though Jang has developed a pretty good outside shot, this is where you want him operating, in the painted area.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, "I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post." I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons. And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
First free throw is good. And Wiggins, his young career, just getting better and better at scoring, Greg, while increasing his workload.
Yeah, and very few scorers can do that, especially from that two-guard spot. Wiggins has that special talent where he can flat-out carry an offense. Scary to think that this is a kid who is just scratching the surface.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Hey, and you know, when you're the #1 overall pick, there's some pressure that comes with that stature, and Wiggins had a lot of pressure on him because of that. Has responded well, though, and I think stardom is in this guy's future. I mean, you look at his overall game and how he's developing, a really good threat on offense, and I think he's got a chance to be all NBA defense at some point.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Crawford kicks to Jones. Passes it to Jang. There's the screen. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And just thinking about the maturing of Wiggins' game and how he's developed, Clark, he's shown that he can carry an offense as a perimeter player. Few can do that at his age.
Yeah, and he was able to do that in part because he was forced to. When Levine went down last season with an injury, stepped up his scoring, and I think he's only going to get better as he gets older.
We always talk about what a good shot is from time to time. Clark, how would you define a good shot in the context of an offensive possession?
To me, Kevin, a good shot is a shot that a guy can make 60 to 80% of the time when he takes it, whether that's a three-point shot, your post-up moves, your mid-range jump shots. Those are quality shots. And then the other piece of it is you don't want to take a lot of contested shots. You can make them as a pro, but good shots are shots you can make 60 to 80% of the time, and usually that means you're getting open shots versus contested shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, the last few seasons, the Timberwolves assembled a terrific young core. Now they're ready, I think, to take that next step forward, adding veterans like Butler, Teague, and Gibson. I think they're ready to win right now.
Both shots good from the stripe. For the Wolves in their breakout season that everyone was waiting for, the pressure is felt by the team. It's just hard to pick out when a group of young players, Clark, is going to put it all together.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but that Western Conference about as stacked as it's ever been, Kevin. But you know what? I think the Wolves are primed and ready to be contenders.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Anunoby, covered by Wiggins. Lowry setting the pick for Wright. From deep Miles, it's good from long range. And now a 5-point Raptor lead.
And quite honestly, Miles is excellent at nailing baskets off the screen. I mean, knowing he has the defense right where he wants them, off balance, chasing the play, that's when he makes them pay most.
Crawford kicks to Wiggins. Jang, a screen, down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on him.
And Wright kicks to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Lowry a screen on Wiggins. Toronto working the ball around now. He got right to the cup using that screen. Wright's got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones the best at Jang. Shoots over Miles. Bank shot, no good. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Wright. Here's Anunoby. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Screen by Jones. Aldridge dishes to Wiggins. Puts it up from 12. Second chance effort. The shot's good from Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Jones against Wright. Kicks to Miles. And there's the pass to Anunoby. Screen by Valanciunas. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Wiggins outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Crawford, no luck. Raptors leading by 5. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Miles is a pretty well-rounded player. I mean, he's a guy who scores at a fairly efficient clip and can defend multiple positions pretty well.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Take a break.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The first one falls. Well over a decade in the NBA for C.J. Miles, taken straight out of high school by the Jazz back in 2005.
And he's just now entering his 30s. A good floor spacer and solid defender at the 2 or 3 spot.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gibson comes in for Jang. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Teague in for Jones.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Teague kicks to Butler. Back to Teague. The feed to Gibson. Over Ibaka. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Toronto leading by 7. And the wide open shot from Miles. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Miles has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Toronto. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or 2 away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
The Raptors making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Crawford kicks to Butler. Shoots over Powell, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Crawford. And it's 9 points for Butler.
And, you know, that's Butler's bread and butter now. I mean, a superb mid-range shooter. The defense has to be better.
The dish now to Powell. He feeds it to DeRozan. Over Towns. And it's DeRozan missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Teague against Wright. Gibson a screen. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Wright with it. He has 7. Dishes to Ibaka. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Teague, the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Ibaka. Powell dishes to Wright. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Pass to Miles. Wright outside. Back to Miles. Clock at 4. There's the triple. And it's Wright missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
DeRozan against Crawford. And DeRozan kicks to Wright. Back to DeRozan. A fader. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
Tips it. It's good on the putback. And that's now 9 points for Taj Gibson. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Nogueira's checked in for C.J. Miles. Powell kicks to Nogueira. He dishes it to Wright. Crawford against DeRozan. Over Crawford. And it's DeRozan missing. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now T. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gibson passes to T. Here's the screen. Chang, a screen. Crawford with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. For Minnesota, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. Clark, you know we like to reach out to the fans and have them send in questions, so I've got one right now. Here's Alex in Ohio, of all places. He asks, what sport other than basketball are you best at?
I specialized early, Alex. I was a decent athlete, had good hands, could catch and throw a football pretty well, but didn't like the contact there. Right now, I'm actually just a good workout guy, and I'm trying to become a better than average golfer.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Buries the long-range jumper. Wright's got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Feeds to Butler. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 number-1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
One shot, line the names.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
Pass to Nogueira. Right against T. And it's Wright missing.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Powell. The Raptors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. So he gets them both.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
T kicks to Crawford. Pass to Wiggins. Gibson with the screen on Miles. Stolen by Miles. Ibaka dishes to Miles. To the inside. Toronto working the ball around now. He kicks it to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. Miles, that's good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Gibson the screen. Here's Wiggins. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And so it's Toronto enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. Got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-orific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Raptors leading by 12. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan are the 1 and the 2. They create so much offense. Miles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Jang a screen. Teague with a clean look. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Here's Lowry. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Teague kicks to Wiggins. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists in the game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me, we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. never know whose time it's going to be. Evan?
And DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when T caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Kicks it to Gibson over Ibaka. No good from Gibson. Raptors leading by 9. It's stolen by Jones. One-on-one fast break. Lays it up off the glass.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Outside, Jones. Lowry against T. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And the Timberwolves call timing. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guards space to pull up or attack the rim.
Cole Aldridge is checked in for Minnesota. Jimmy Butler comes in for T.
Jimmy Butler.
Here's Jones. There's the pass to Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And one of the toughest parts about playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves is the travel schedule.
Yeah.
Clark, even interdivision games can involve lengthy flights, and the team travels more than any other in the NBA.
Yeah, and you know, everybody travels, and it is part of the league, but it is a small disadvantage for Minnesota to deal with. Not a big one, but nonetheless something unique to them as a team. Not much you can do about it, though. That's their lot, and they've got to make it work.
Moment here now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Norman Powell's status. David?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious.
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. To the inside. Aldridge in the post, guarded by Valanciunas. Aldridge, no good. Lowry kicks to Miles. Rebound by Aldridge. Timberwolves trail by 10. Higgins outside. Screen by Jones. Gibson setting the pick for Wiggins. Shot, high post. No good off the front iron. The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Miles. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Miles has got 13.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Screen by Jones. Butler against DeRozan. Gibson setting the pick for Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau. Joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And Butler emerging as a leader both on and off the floor, a player who plays with great passion and goes all out for his team all the time.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Good on the second free throw. Raptors leading by 11. And here's Lowry. He's got 17. Right wing. There's the feed to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Wiggins. Toronto grabs the miss. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Jones, and the Timberwolves call time. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. Here's Butler. They get it again. Aldridge. The dish to Jones. Gibson the screen. Jones kicks to Gibson. They shoot again. He lays it in. Gibson's got 11.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how Jeff Teague is doing. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
The first free throw is good. And a lot of speculation, Greg, this past summer for where Kyle Lowry would end up. Ultimately, he decides to stay with Toronto.
Yeah, you know, Lowry visited other teams but felt he had unfinished business in Toronto and teams up with DeRozan so well. Just a great fit for both sides when you look at it.
Nogueira, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And so Lowry nails both of them.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
Jones kicks to Gibson. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side Lowry. Nogueira passes to Anunoby. Powell kicks to Valanciunas. Launches it. Lowry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Butler with the ball. Powell's there. Gibson the screen. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Raptors lead by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot from 16. And it's Butler missing. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Valanciunas. He's off on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Wiggins has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Timberwolves trail by 16, and the Timberwolves call time here. And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step. And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Aldridge. Crawford comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Teagan for Jones. The Raptors also with a sub. Lights checked in. Outside Butler. Shoots over Powell. Butler, no good. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Lowry kicks to Nogueira. Powell for 3. The rebound by Gibson. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3 ball well. Dishes to Butler. Hits it from 3-point range. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lowry kicks to Powell. Valanciunas with a screen on Butler. Powell dishes to Lowry. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half. Teague the pass to Butler. Crawford outside. Gibson with the screen on right. Here's Crawford. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Lowry. Back to Powell. Pass to Nogueira. Toronto working the ball around now. Valanciunas with a screen on Jang. Powell for 3. The offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Butler.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Took him no time at all on that one. Butler's got 18 points in the game. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Patton, he's checked in for Jang, and Wiggins is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And the basket by Lowry.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Passes to Pep. He dishes it to Wiggins. Crawford outside. Gibson setting the pick for Crawford. Over Lowry. Crawford missing again. Raptors leading by 17. Right outside. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 14 points for him.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Gibson with it. 11 points in the game. Now Teague. Over right. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And Teague with no problem hitting from that spot on the floor. Really makes it look easy.
Screen by Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. Beyond the arc. Another shot. Misses. And so it's the Toronto Raptors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
One shot, then when we make a miss, run and run through so we get some spacing. Make the game easy.
You know, guys, we hear a lot of coaches preach all this. Tom Thibodeau wanting defensive rebounding and then faster pace on offense.
Yeah, and that shows you he knows the pulse of his team. He knows that they're not quite energized. Their play rises to a whole nother level when they are.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Wiggins is out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Crawford. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Teague in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Powell for three. Here's Nogueira. Wiggins with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 15. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, it's another basket for Wiggins, Kevin. Impossible to cool off. I mean, he's got every chamber filled tonight.
Powell with the screen. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Teague kicks to Crawford. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins outside. Again, Wiggins missing. Raptors leading by 13. Powell dishes to Lowry. Now here's Powell. Covered by Wiggins. And Ibaka kicks to DeRozan. Feeds it to Powell. There's the pick. Pass to Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Here's Teague. High arcing shot. Good work defensively by Lowry. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Outside Gibson, he kicks to Wiggins. Gibson setting the pick for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's DeRozan. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Gibson passes to Bielitsa. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Wiggins outside. Again, Wiggins missing.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
And Bielitsa has it in the corner. Wiggins outside. Gibson setting a pick for Wiggins. Goes up to the stripe, and he knocks down the jumper. Wiggins has got 22.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Screen by Ibaka. They set the pick. Kicks to Lowry. Back to Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on Jimmy Butler. Dave, what's the update?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. Right now, he's saying it might be a severely sprained ankle, which is something every player hates to hear. He won't return to this game, and he could be looking at a very long recovery process. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Gibson the screen. Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Gibson setting a pick for Teague. Powell with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. And the dunk by Powell.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Gibson. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Powell with the screen. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Bielitsa misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
17-foot shot on the way.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Good. And now it's 27 points for Kyle Lowry.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Lets it go from 14. Nogueira pulls it in. Nogueira's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Powell kicks to Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his 5th assist in this one. Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times in fact, 7 of 17. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No good from Gibson.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Rosen dishes to Nogueira. Over Gibson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And the pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot, looking to end the drought, and the shot goes in. Gibson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely and stolen by Jeff Teague. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Free throw good, Ibaka. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Brown kicks to Jones. Zhang with a screen on right. Jones the pass to Aldridge. And the rejection by Valanciunas. But they'll get another chance. Here's George's Hunt. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Anunoby, good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Jones. Brown outside. Screen by Jones. Zhang with the screen for Brown. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Nogueira's checked in for Toronto. Here's George's Hunt. And there's the feed to Zhang. Clock at 6. Pass to George's Hunt. A 3-ball. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Wright dishes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Aldridge. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
2 minutes.
Here's George's Hunt. Outside, Jones. Zhang with a screen on right. Zhang with the screen for Jones. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And Wright kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas, he can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves shooting 39% from the floor, at their best.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyle Lowry.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, he seemed to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Jang, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Good rhythm in the catch-and-shoot game. Defensively, you'd prefer to force Jang into at least one dribble. Not quite as effective if he has to put it on the ground.
Here's Valanciunas, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
Here's Georges Hunt. DeRozan defending. Georges Hunt's shot's no good. And here's DeRozan. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Serge, big win tonight. Now, people may think you have some easy games on the schedule, but you did not play easy tonight.
Because we know where we want to go, you know. That's why we was focused tonight. We got to finish strong.
And it was a strong performance, Serge. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.